that smoke. Yeah, bitch, I want all the smoke. Fiji boy, I'ma float. Put some passion in my flow. I pray to God, and yes, I know. I thank the Lord for this growth. You know, everywhere I go.
YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Big Nick, and welcome back to another episode of Kicks and Conversation. Today, we're going to talk about my OG Jordan 11 collection. Let's get into it. First, we have the Jordan 11 Concord, the first Jordan 11. Jordan came back from baseball with the Jordan 10s with the I'm Back campaign. Then he blessed us with these. These took everybody by storm. It's just a nice silhouette with the patent leather. It catches your eye. He wore these in 1995 in the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Orlando Magic, the Shaq and Penny squad. Every game Jordan wore these, he got fined $5,000 because his teammates was wearing black sneakers and he was wearing white and black sneakers. This is a very iconic sneaker. Like I said, a lot of people like this sneaker. But to get in some of the details, you have a white mesh upper with that, most notably, black patent leather, high cut patent leather, more true to the OG. Also, when Jordan came back, he was wearing number 45. But later on in the series against the Magic, he switched back to number 23. So these have the 45 on the back. First sneaker, Jordan 11 Concords. The second sneaker we have is the Bread 11s. Jordan won his fourth championship in these. When he came back from baseball in 1996, he beat the Seattle Supersonics in 1996. He had these on. I remember I was watching the Last Dance documentary a couple months ago. He was laying on the ground crying with these on. But as a kid, I think this was my first pair of Jordan 11s as a kid. So when I got older, I said I knew I had to have these. Also, high cut and patent leather again. But the difference is, like I said, he did go back to the number 23 again. The difference in this shoe is it's a solid black upper with red hits, especially on the Jumpman. Light midsole again, but red bottom with black traction pods. Still with the mesh upper. I would say this is like my second favorite Jordan 11. Just because, like I said, it's another simple shoe. But when people see you with these, people just know, oh, he got the Jordan 11s on. He got the Breads on. Like I say, some people call them Breads. Some people call them black and red. Some people call them playoffs. But number 2 shoe, Jordan 11 Breads. The third shoe that we have is the Jordan 11 Columbias. Legend Blues. I call them the All-Star games. This is a totally different shoe. It's different from the first two. The reason being, this time they didn't go with the mesh upper like they did on the first two. And then it's predominantly white. The upper is a predominantly base white sneaker with your blue hits here and there. They still kept the black area where they had the 23 at. But this shoe did change a lot. Icy blue bottom, black traction pods, as they had on the bridge. But this is an all-white sneaker. Like I said, he wore these in the All-Star game in 1996 in San Antonio. But what they did, they gave it a mesh tongue. The other ones had mesh tongues as well. They gave this one a mesh tongue, but the upper is more like, I would say it's a leather. I'm not sure what that material is. Anybody that knows, comment in the comments below and let me know what material this is on the side panel here. But I say it's a leather, I'm not sure. But he wore these in a 1996 All-Star game. This is a lot of people's favorite. A lot of people have said we need to re-retro these, which I wouldn't mind having a re-retro. But these are the Jordan 11 Columbias, Legend Blues, or as I call them, the All-Star games. The next shoe, Jordan 11 Space Jam. Now, this shoe is iconic. When they started to re-release the OG sneakers, this was the first one with the high-cut patent leather. And this reminds me of also the Breads. But the only thing that's different from this one and the Breads is that the Space Jams have Concord purple. As far as your Jumpmans, it's Concord purple. Then you have the white midsole again, the ice bottom with your Concord traction pods. But another difference with this Space Jam is the 45 on the back. When he came back from baseball, he also made the movie Space Jam in 1995 or 96. This is also during the time when he was wearing number 45, when he was in the transition of wearing 45 and switching back to 23. So that's why it has 45 on the back. But the shoe did not come out until 2000. Even though the movie was made in 95 or 96, the shoe didn't come out till 2000. So we had to wait a couple years to receive this. Another plain and simple shoe. But even though it's plain and simple, you can wear it with anything and it'll make any outfit look good. In my opinion, this is the black version of the Concord. That's what I'll say. This is the black version of the Concord because of the Concord hits on the ankle, and then the Concord traction pod. It's a reverse Concord because if you look at this, the Space Jam, and you look at the Concord, they're almost identical. The only thing that is different, of course, the Concord has the white upper, but besides the white upper, everything's pretty much the same. The black patent leather's the same. The ice bottom is the same. They both have the Concord traction pods at the bottom. So, in my opinion, and they both have the 45 on the back. In my opinion, I would say that this is the reverse of this, or you could say this is the reverse of this. Either way, to me, they almost the same sneaker, but this has a white upper and this has a black upper. And last but not least, my favorite of all time, the Jordan 11 Cool Gray. He wore these when he played for the Wizards towards the end of his career. This is my favorite shoe. Another shoe that differed from the rest of them. These had all gray upper, all gray patent leather with suede material on the side, 23 on the back again. Ice bottom, but mine has changed because just over the years it happens. Your sneakers don't last forever. They're not gonna stay in mint condition forever. But these also had an ice bottom. So I would say these and these make the difference in the Jordan 11s. Besides these, most of them are pretty common. The Breads, black and white, with red in them. The Concords, white, black. Space Jams, black, white. So these two made the difference when it came to the 11s. These shoes don't even look alike. They just are a totally different sneaker. They don't have the same upper. They do have the same midsole, and that's it. That's all they have, the same midsole, that white midsole. But besides that, these are two totally different sneakers. So what makes this sneaker stand out to me is because it's different. It's not like the rest of them. Don't get me wrong. They all are nice, fire sneakers. I can wear any of them on any day. But this one is my favorite. It's just something about that cool gray that, man, it stands out throughout the rest of them or above the rest of them. But the cool gray stands out. We need a re-retro of this. I was hoping we would have got it this year in 2020 because that marks 10 years since it last released. But it got pushed back, so I'm guessing 2021 we'll be getting a re-retro of these guys. They had pictures of these swirling around on the internet, and people went crazy, man. Even me, I was like, man, we getting the cool grays again. We getting the cool grays again. After 10 years, we finally getting the cool grays, but we not getting the cool grays this year, which is a disappointment, but it's okay. They coming 2021. If they coming in 2021, I'll be ready for them. I think I want maybe 2 pair of these, man. These are my favorite. Jordan 4s are my favorite sneaker, but this is my favorite shoe of all time. Cool Gray 11s, favorite sneaker all time. It's not even too much I can really say about it. It's just looking at the shoe, it just pops out at you. Gray upper, gray patent leather, white midsole like the rest of them, which stayed true. All of the sneakers kept the white midsole, but they made changes at either the top with the material, with the color, or the heel tab even changed. Either the number changed from 45 to 23. So in the comments, let me know what y'all guys' favorite Jordan 11 is. It may be one of these 5 that I had in my hand today. It could be a low top. It could be a non-OG colorway. Let me know.
Boy, I'm a flow, some passion in my flow. I pray to God, and yes, I know. I thank the Lord for this growth. You know, everywhere I go, you know, BG got that smoke. Yeah, bitch, I